Welcome to Monday, August 8th, 2022. This Day Weather Podcast brought to you by Cowboy State Daily. Cowboy State Daily has more original news content for Wyoming than any other news organization in Wyoming. Find out more at cowboystatedaily.com and sign up for their daily email newsletter. Well, over the weekend, it was really all about the monsoon in many areas, especially Friday and Saturday. Saw some really good rains fall in some areas. Not all of you, but some locations that hadn't gotten good rain in a while got some. But as we go into this week, the heat's going to return. Basically, what's going to happen is last week, all over again. Last week, we had hot, dry weather, followed by cooler temperatures and thunderstorms. That's what's going to happen this week. It's very warm to hot weather will be developing, especially through Wednesday and into Thursday. But by the end of the week, another monsoon surge comes in late this week and by the weekend. So thunderstorm coverage will expand across the northern and central Rockies again, starting Thursday, but especially Friday through the weekend. So keep that in mind as you plan your weekend. Typical August weather really is what we're having here, and it's going to persist through at least the middle of the month. Had a lot of scenes like this over the weekend. Great shot of a cumulonimbus cloud building north of Kirk County State Park over the weekend. Had some big towering cumulus clouds that turned into showers and thunderstorms and that deep monsoon moisture. And if you look at the moisture that did fall, now this is only through Sunday morning. This does not include the rain that fell in many areas of southeastern Wyoming around Cheyenne during the day Sunday into Colorado. But this does capture what came in Friday and Saturday. And you can see this swath of heavy rainfall that came in across parts of northwestern and northern areas of Wyoming, far southeastern Montana, into western South Dakota. This axis really picking up the best rain really since late May and early June. Scattered shower and thunderstorm activity elsewhere. And Colorado did pretty good as well, especially up in the higher mountain areas. As we unfold the weather pattern this week, high pressure today is going to start off right at the Four Corners. This low off the west coast is kind of wedged between these two highs, and it will just kind of spin around a little bit. So it's a high pressure dominated pattern. Very warm temperatures will be building in the region. Also, drier air has started to move in across many areas of the northern plains and the northern Rockies here. Now, there is still a patch of moisture right here along the front range of Colorado and southeastern Wyoming out into the plain states. So this area right here could end up with a few isolated showers and thunderstorms today. But this drier air really taking over, trapping that monsoon back over the southwestern United States here for a little bit. And this dry air mass is going to really hang around tomorrow and into the day on Wednesday. So it's going to be pretty uneventful. Now, this is by Wednesday. See the high getting stronger? The low is still stalled out off the coast of Washington and Oregon there, and the high builds. So this is what's going to bring in the heat. But the counterclockwise flow around the low here, the clockwise flow around this high here, will work into unison to start to draw that subtropical moisture up again. We've seen this story play out all throughout the course of the summer season. And look what happens to the high. Now, this is for Wednesday afternoon and evening. As we get into Saturday afternoon and evening, there is an eastward shift to the high. Now, it's subtle. You may think, well, we're still under the high, right? But the door really opens to the monsoon and gets an easier access into the region by the weekend. And all you can do is take a look at the precipitable water forecast. You can see underneath the high here, dry air resides over the plains, the southern plains, central plains, but here's that arch of subtropical moisture again. So it comes right back in as the door opens to that subtropical moisture flow. So the storyline this week is hot, very uneventful, dry for many of you, only a few isolated thunderstorms through Wednesday and through midday Thursday. But by late Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend, this area of monsoon moisture comes back. This is by Sunday afternoon, and you can see the axis just coming on through. So it's not exactly going to be a repeat performance, but it's going to be similar to what just happened this past weekend. And this is the forecast through Sunday, this upcoming Sunday. So you can see underneath the high here, we're not going to be looking at as much shower and thunderstorm activity, but the moisture rotating around the high. You can see that axis of heavier moisture in northern Wyoming, western Wyoming, and southern Montana again, with showers and thunderstorms over the mountains of Colorado and Wyoming, back into Arizona, New Mexico, and even back into the Sierra Nevada of California again. A very similar pattern, as weather patterns do tend to repeat themselves during the course of seasons. As we go out 10 days, starts to get a little bit of a different look to the weather forecast. Notice the jet stream, there's just a lot more color up in those northern latitudes. Things are changing up there, as we hinted at last week. So we're still going to just kind of go through the motions here with typical August weather for another week to 10 days. The weather towards the end of the month starts to get and act a little bit differently. Have yourself a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow.